requirements imposed by the city, the county, and the state, they have a right to develop their property. And let's see if there's any more comments. Ms. Riddle, do we have any coming in over the website?
Through the chair, though, real quick, the Councilman Johnson, when they were here before and this was postponed, they did ask to speak at that time, but unfortunately we could not let them speak at that time.
She told me that actually too. I had probably 17 calls from different people. Her concern is, we're older people, so we mostly that area. They don't do the live streaming. They want to be able to come here and express themselves in person, and I don't blame them. And they asked me to come and ask you, how much time to do that.
In your opinion, I guess, for my piece of mind, in your opinion, how long would be too long to, if we did, I mean, we don't know when City Hall's going to be open back up.
We don't know. We heard that right after the 4th, it could be open. And I'm thinking the second week of July, if it's, give it one more shot. If it's not open, then you have to move forward. But I just think it would be nice to be able to do that for these residents. If it's not happening, it's not happening.
In my opinion,
Thank you.
because finally, the final approval is with the city council. So, from my way of thinking, at this meeting, we could forward that to the council in the hopes that perhaps in 2 weeks or whatever, City Hall will be open and they'll be able to come. At which time, if they can't, it could be postponed at that level as opposed to here. If this meets with everybody's approval, it would seem to me that we need to press it on to City Council because they're going to make the final decision. And hopefully the people will be able to speak to it at that time. And that's my opinion, for what it's worth.
Hey, through the chair, I agree. I don't think we drag this out with us and then drag these people out for another 2-3 weeks. How long is it going to take? At least let's vote on it here, be done with it here, and let it go forward. I agree with the chairman.
Yes.
I don't disagree. I'm just come here because I was asked to by residents. That's part of my
Man, we understand that. You've been most kind, Charlie.
Through the chair, what does your schedule look like over the next 4 to 6 weeks? I mean, do you guys, if you got approval today from us, are you waiting until City Council gives you the final approval before you move forward with anything? Or if we recommend approval tonight, are you then taking the next step on your end? Are you guys in a holding pattern until you get a quote-unquote approval from City Council?
We'd like to move forward as quick as possible. I mean, it's costing us a lot of money when we go and we do these projects to keep everything on hold. So, we'd like to, plus, believe it or not, we get so many requests from people wanting to move into this building, we're getting families calling out, and maybe their parents can move into someplace too. So that's always our biggest concern is the senior citizens want to move into our building and have to tell them to wait again. It just breaks our heart. So that's our biggest concern. So,
It is.
if I can just add one more thing, and maybe it's something you can address as well too, and a big concern always is, what's this building going to look like? I had this beautiful view out prior, before this building ever came about. We make sure when we landscape the building and the project around, it'll be beautiful. So if anybody's looking at the building, we'll make sure there's lots of beautiful vegetation, whether we put trees in or whatever the case is. We really take that into consideration, because we don't want any of our neighbors or the township or anybody looking at this like, oh my gosh, what were we thinking when we had this put up? It's always gorgeous. And again, I would love to have you drive by any of the places that we built and show exactly what we do for the surrounding neighbors.
And I don't disagree with your development and we'll look into it more. But I'm sure all that's going to happen because we have a world. And we're going to see it back up.
Amen. I do have a question to the city. I don't think it would be proper for them to start before they get approval from city council.
Through the chair, they cannot pull a permit.
Right, they can't pull a permit, so you know,
Well,
they,
they can
I
move forward at their own request on developing further plans, the final plans, but that would be.
Through the chair, I think they're talking about the stuff they have to go through with the state, for instance. and
yeah,
other things.
yeah, okay.
Here, they need to already be in talks, you know, with Wayne County, with Eagle.
Yeah.
The easternmost portion, southeastern and eastern portion is
The
the
wetlands
wetlands.
aspect.
That's gonna take some time, so I think they were anxious
They
to
can do that.
get the ball rolling
Yeah.
on those particular items.
And remind me again, Mr. Chair, for you, or to the chair, what was the reason for postponing when it was on the agenda last time?
I'm sorry,
What was it postponed, what was the reason for postponing last
I don't think we had a quorum.
time?
no, we felt there
Did
were
we have
too
a
many,
quorum?
the original site plan, since then, the elevations have been redone, they didn't meet ordinance standards. There was a lot of things on their original plan that just didn't meet the ordinance. So the city's been working with them for at least 3 months on plan revisions. I think we went through two to three sets to get where we are here today. So that's been the holdup on that.
Through the chair to Laura, if I may, Chairman. Laura, what is, if this gets forwarded tonight, what is the timeline schedule at the city council, and can the city council delay it even before they bring it to their first meeting?
Through the chair, what will happen was the rezoning goes for 2 readings. So the rezoning would go beforehand to a meeting by itself. And then at the following meeting, both the rezoning second reading and the PUD approval would be slated for the next meeting.
So if I may, potentially on the regular schedule run with the 2 meeting readings, you may be going into August before
Right,
there's even a
correct.
vote on it anyway.
Correct.
Okay. That's all I have, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart.
So, through the chair, I have a question. Do you combine these together, or do we have to vote on them separate?
Separately.
Right?
You have to vote on them separately.
That's, I thought,
Separately.
okay.
So do we have any motions? Yes.
I would suggest to the developers to take the time that we have before the city council, maybe to get with the board of that Pembroke project, set up a meeting, get to know your neighbors. It's a whole suggestion.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you. Very good.
Through the chair,
Mr. Fisher.
I'd like to make a motion to approve case number 19-32Z for the rezoning.
Support. Mr. Chairman, I would just say, we're not here to approve it.
Or I'm sorry,
Recommend to council.
Recommend, yes. Mr. Simeon, you supported that?
Simeon.
That's what I said, Mr. Simeon.
Yeah.
We have a motion by Mr. Fisher, supported by Mr. Simeon, that we approve to forward case number 19-32Z to City Council. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. I'll entertain a motion.
Chairman, on case number 19-01C PUD, motion to forward a recommendation of approval to City Council, items 1 through 20, although items 9 and 10 will be deleted. Item 7 will have 2 additional variances under the recommendation: 97 square foot variance on the 1 bedroom, 93 square foot on the 2 bedroom. Letter of credit in the amount of $342,990.
Do I have support?
I will support with a friendly amendment, Mr. Stewart, that on page 2, paragraph 4, the sentence of proposed pond must be fenced and landscape for ordinance standards be removed from the letter.
What item would that be under the recommendation?
It's not under recommendations, it's in paragraph page 2 of the, or page 2, paragraph 4 of the letter. That says the pond must be fenced and landscaped, there's no ponds in the
Yeah.
Okay, and is that covered then under the 9 and 10 item also? I accept that, Mr. Chairman.
We have a motion by Mr. Stewart, supported by Mr. Fisher, that we approve to forward to council Case number 19-01C PUD. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Do they need to sign anything?
No,
No,
They do.
Rich
No.
doesn't sign.
they do.
No,
No?
no.
Yes,
Oh,
Laura's saying yes.
Laura
are they
saying
saying?
yes.
chair sign.
Chris, what do you need?
I've got 2 sets of plans. I need another of each letter. Where are they signing? Where's your
I've
stamp?
got the front
here.
letter.
Oh, the
He
chairperson.
needs
Okay.
Yeah,
There's another, the front letter.
I need your letter back.
another of the.
Gentlemen, one of you need to sign
The
some
letter.
papers up here.
He needs the zoning letter.
I think I got enough.
Through the chair, motion to adjourn?
Yes, we have a motion to adjourn by Mr. Fisher, supported by
Support.
Mr. Stiles. We have a motion by Mr. Fisher, supported by Mr. Stiles, that the meeting adjourn at 7:53.